So welcome back to the channel, baby. I got all the way through up until I started the song, and for somehow I stopped recording. So I had already done a little bit of talking and a little bit maybe of the intro of the song, and yeah, it's all gone, so I had to start over again. So System of a Down is who we're doing today. The album was Toxicity, the song was Chop Suey. The background for me, this is for me, by the way. The cover is by Halocene, Babic, and one of the Orland-Chop, and I'll get to that in just a second. So about 20 years ago, I was working as a music director, or really more of a, there was one of the biggest Baptist churches in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, had been asking around for a worship leader. I didn't know anything about that, but they wanted to start a contemporary service. And the guy that they wanted to do it did not want to do it, but he was a friend of mine, so he put my name forward. And frankly, I needed the cash, and they were paying really well. And plus, I wanted to do it. At the time, I was really on fire, and I was really proselytizing, and yeah, I wanted to give it a shot, and I really thought I could do it. Turns out I couldn't. And it was maybe a year later that I could tell the pastor wasn't real happy with what was happening. And he didn't say anything to me. And our numbers, we started out on Friday night, never got above 20 of a church that had 1,000 members on Sunday. And then we moved it to Saturday. They never would move it to Sunday because it was long hair, rock and roll, hippie music. And I could never grow it. And we did play pretty heavy stuff for Christian music. And we played what they call praise music, where you play it and they sing along with you. Anyway, I could tell that he wasn't happy. I had no indication that he was going to fire me, but I could tell he wasn't happy. So I quit. I gave him a resignation. However, there was a guy in town named Russell Thompson, and I believe Russell's died now. I'm not sure, but Russell had been courting me at the bookstore because he knew I worked at Riverland Hills, and he wanted me to come to work at his church, Whiteford, and the pastor over there was dying and died shortly after I got there. And it was a very small church, maybe 25, 30 on Sunday. And I had multiple hats. I was the minister of music, I was the minister of youth, and something else. But that's how the smaller churches did. But they really wanted, or at least the pastorate wanted more contemporary music. So that's what we did. We didn't have split up service. We did it all on Sunday morning. Anyway, regardless, this youth group I had was really small. It was 3 or 4 kids, guys, and 2 or 3 girls, and they were all paired up, so it was girlfriend, boyfriend. The boys, the main boys were Justin Petrie, who wasn't connected to any of them, and Kimmy, who was, I don't know his last name, and Adam Corbett. And Adam and Kimmy were cousins, and Adam Corbett, as far as I remember, and Adam Corbett was the pastor's grandson. And so anyway, they turned me on to this, and I really liked it. And I mean, at first I thought, okay, it's a little strange. The video was weird, and so I kind of pushed off a little bit, but finally I just let go. And as I got more away from, I'm still in the church, I still go, but as I got more away from ministry and caring what people thought about me, they're one of my favorite groups, and I never even thought about them when I was trying to find things I want to do, because you guys have been sending me suggestions. Speaking of that, Anothercoverlover16@gmail.com. Send me some suggestions. I'm out. System of a Down. This is Toxicity, and then Chop Suey from the album Toxicity, and then we're going to do Halcyon, Babic, and Orland-Chop covering this song. And it's heavy. It's heavy for 20 years ago, and it's heavy for any time, but it's certainly heavy for 20 years ago. So guys, here we go. I hope I don't stop the recording. And here we go.
self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Wake up! Wake up! Grab brush and put a little makeup. I just got to fade away. Why'd you leave the keys upon the table? Here you go. Create another fable. You wanted to. Grab a brush and put a little makeup. You wanted to. I just got to fade away the shake up. You wanted to. Why'd you leave the keys upon the table? You wanted to. Well, I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. And my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Father, into your hands, why have you forsaken me? In your eyes forsaken me. In your thoughts forsaken me. In your heart forsaken me. Oh, trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. In my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die.
Okay, so I love that. I remember when Adam Corbett was the ringleader of all these guys, right? So his mother had divorced her husband, and she was the Pastor Walt. She was his daughter. Apparently there was no scandal there, even though it was a Baptist church. And maybe there was, I wasn't there when all that went on, but she remarried Russell Thompson. They didn't have any children together. And Adam Corbett was Russell's stepson. And he did not like Russell at all. And Russell, the feeling I think was mutual. I think probably they came together. I hope they did. And I believe, like I said, Russell is dead. And Adam's my age. I mean, no, Adam's 40 probably by now, or a little older. But Adam came to me and said, "Man, you got to hear this. These guys hate God." I was like, I laughed. I mean, it made me laugh. I don't know if they hate God. Maybe they do. But anyway, Serge Tarkmanian, something like that. Wasn't that his name? All right, so we're going to go right into the next one. All right, same song, but the girls. Halocene, Lauren Babic, and Violet Orlandi. Now, I don't know much about any of these, although I have done Halocene before, but I don't know that I've done, I don't know. So we'll see, okay? Right now it sounds exactly like the other one, except for feminine quality to the voice.
I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die.
I can't remember the dark-haired girl's name, but we've seen some of her stuff before. Maybe it's Lauren, I can't remember, but she makes me laugh. She's very good, and she screams amazingly. If that's her singing, she's got a beautiful voice too.
Your eyes forsaken me, in your thoughts forsaken me, in your heart forsaken me. Your trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die.
Hello friends! If you liked the video, please give it a like, and if we reach 10,000 likes, we will cover Toxicity by System of a Down as well.
Okay, I'm gonna let this go because it's an advertisement. I actually want to listen to Toxicity as well because I do know that song. I want to start with Chop Suey. It's kind of cool song, kind of fun. Let me get this off here and we'll discuss. Okay, so you know me, I've said many times that this is another Cover Lover channel, and I like to take a video that I like or you suggest, and then and you usually send me covers and I'll get the original, and sometimes it's the other way around. But this was so close to the original that I wish I'd have found something else. I landed on this one first because I recognize these girls and their names, and I believe Susan and I have actually done a couple of theirs, or maybe I did it on my channel, I don't know, but they're fantastic, don't get me wrong. But and I may not do Toxicity by them, I'll probably do Toxicity by System of a Down, see if I can find a cover that's a little bit more out than that. But anyway, I hope you liked that. If you did, hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the notification bell, comment down below, send all your requests to Anothercoverlover16. That's Anothercoverlover, all one word with 16 behind it, at gmail.com. And that's new. That's something I'm going to start. I'm going to get there. If you put a request in the comments, I may or may not see it. I've had a lot of issues with that, and I'm not going to keep saying that every video. So just know from now on, probably the best to just send it to my email, if you would, please. And with that, guys, I'm out of here. And so, Chop Suey, which I'll have Chop Suey. I'll have Chinese food. Peace.